He's like, do some bullshit. Bro, none of what we said in the last 5 minutes can be an intro.
Yeah.
Really?
This could be the intro.
What?
This. Doesn't work like that. You have to have like a good like last sentence before it drops.
¿Qué voy a hacer? No, I don't know. Tú dale, güey. Tú puedes. Be like, I gotta do everything around here.
What's up, everybody?
How are you guys doing?
Welcome back to CharroBeans Podcast, a Mariachi podcast.
Established in 2020.
Oh, yeah. This is episode 165. And if you have not noticed, it doesn't feel like October yet. But it's supposed to tomorrow.
It was a little cold on
Saturday?
yesterday.
Saturday night?
Yeah.
Because we didn't play yesterday, right?
We're getting there.
Yeah, but it was like cold. It was like legit, like it felt a little breezy. I felt the change in the temperature. It's just, it feels so weird because today's October 20th and it hasn't felt spooky like at all. Like it's spooky because of like the decorations that we have around here. And then when I go around like different neighborhoods and people like are putting up like things, I think Halloween has been getting like bigger. I've been noticing
I
like
think so.
people decorate their houses kind of like how they would on Christmas, but like for Halloween.
I feel there's a lot more production too, like in scary movies.
Well, that's the other thing too, like the whole Dia de los Muertos thing, how it blew up. Like,
Because of Coco.
you think it was Coco?
Coco, I think, was a big starter. I don't think a lot of people were aware of like Dia de los Muertos.
Well, I specifically didn't. I knew about it because we got taught it in middle school. Like, Dr. G was the first one to ever talk about Dia de los Muertos. Because I'm Mexican.
You never did it at home?
No,
bro.
No, my parents aren't part of that part of Mexico where it was like bigger, where it's like widely celebrated, or like más bien como es en Guanajuato, no, where they have
And Michoacán, no?
I don't know. Yeah, the cempasúchil flowers and like going to the graves, and how Dr. G taught us how it was like a whole like you go to the graveyard.
Yeah.
Which like you wouldn't do that now unless you're like fucking crazy. Okay. People hang out at.
I think for my I think when I got here, we did stop doing that. We did have like maybe a little altar, but it was a lot.
You did one in Mexico?
Yeah, in Mexico it was a thing.
I never did that. Yeah.
We did like a lot. Like we did buy some pasuchil, and we did like place it like on the altar, and we had like the little candy skulls. And,
yeah.
You know, like you leave bread.
Yeah, el pan de muerto.
And you got like you bought like a new pair of shoes, like for their journey.
Oh,
because they get there's a cantan on there.
Wow, so you did Coco like before Coco was a thing. Like you did the real Coco.
Well, it wasn't super real. Like we rarely went to the cemetery because we lived in Durango, and my family's from Zacatecas, so like we weren't gonna drive all the way back because that's where like my grandma had like our family.
Did you see people go to the graveyard and just go hang out or whatever? Like
like it was a big thing. Like at school, like sometimes. Like you could see me like they were like, oh, I'm getting ready for this day. Like my parents were already like they're over there like adornando, you know. So
yeah, because I didn't know anything about it until Dr. G like really started to pull. Because looking back, like we never did any sort of altar or anything like that. And and when Dr. G taught us about it, because he had you remember he had those slides.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember them.
They were like picture slides, and it was like the old school ones. Like it was a projector, but it was like it was like reloading every time, like to go to a new picture or whatever. And because that's one thing that Dr. G always did. Like he taught you like mariachi, but he also taught you like the history and also like the history of Mexico. Like
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, so like you kind of it was almost like history class. Like half of it was like history too. I didn't realize how like into history he was until I learned that he was like a historian, and I was like, "Oh, damn! Like you really about this, you know?" But then when he started talking about Dia de los Muertos and stuff like that, like it was cool, like because it was like even though my parents are Mexican, like I didn't really know anything about that. And then Zara, my wife, was like super into candy skulls and like las calaveras, las catrinas, and all that. and she was really into that, and then like it became like mainstream with Coco and stuff like that. And it's funny because like she was kind of like the trendsetter for that because she kind of had like a bunch of that stuff already.
Since high school, she was like at an emo and she like. I'm just kidding, but like I remember her like liking skulls, and I was like, "You're weird."
Yeah, and it was weird back then, but
Go
like,
with
now,
it. No.
now a bunch of like these now like right now like Stanley just came out with a cup that's like the Los Muertos theme. Yeah, it's like limited edition. And she's
but they live in Whataburger. They have,
yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying. Like everybody has like a thing now, and it's like, oh shit, y'all love Mexicans now, or what the fuck, you know? So like now that these companies are seeing like the value in it, like they're all like they know capitalism. They're gonna get it. You know, people are gonna buy these or whatever. So that's what happened.
I didn't know it was regional. I thought it was a whole like everybody did as a whole in Mexico. So like your parents didn't do it at all?
No.
They didn't even mention it. They were like, "Oh, it's November 2nd."
No, my parents never talked about Dia de los Muertos.
Oh, okay.
That was never a thing. We have Cinco de Drinko. You know?
Right. For the reason your parents are white.
I was like, they celebrate Cinco de Drinko. You know,
Mexican Independence Day.
You know, which is the same day, obviously. You know, yeah, but no, like we didn't have holidays like that.
We have Taco Tuesday at our house every week.
We have white people taco night. Hell yeah, ground beef. Shit.
There's this spaghetti madness.
Oh shit, we were just talking about that spaghetti madness. Yeah. No, but it's cool that like I guess now, unless people don't know this, right? Because like now there's like white suburban moms out there that are like, oh my god, this is so cute, like and it's like calaveras. You know, they might even still not realize that it's a Mexican thing. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, they might think that Coco is just like made up. You know, like.
Oh, that like this isn't real.
This is so original, bro. Like I don't know how they could have come up with this.
Like how did Disney do it? Like this is such an original story.
They never miss.
Right. So they're over here like because we've gotten that too. We go to like gigs. Well, just recently, right? We went to a gig and they wanted us to play like Un Poco Loco, and. It was because their kid like wanted that song, según.
Yeah.
I was like, chingados, es el repertorio, que chingados.
Bro, we started playing it. That kid did not give a shit. Like,
yeah. I'm like, this kid's 3 years old. He doesn't remember what he did 5 minutes ago, so he's not gonna remember. Yeah. And that's the thing too. Like us playing Coco is not gonna sound like Miguel. It's like Arturo.
Why is a 40-year-old man singing this?
Yeah, exactly. You're like we're playing it like todo zapateado, like we used to, like it doesn't have the same feel.
Yeah,
I feel like we need costumes for that, or like I know they do it in Disney, like in Disney.
Yeah, they have like a whole replay now.
In Mariachi, in Disneyland, I think in California, like charros van, and that's cool. It's cool because like they're employees of Disney, kind of like they do it with Cobre in Florida. And over there, they're just like, they know them as like Disney member Felipe, and like they just go, but they're like part of like the Coco experience or whatever.
They play at Disney, but then they go to like the chamba after.
See, bro, like so like it's cool for them because it's like they're basically doing mariachi in the mainstream. I guess you could say, like, and being in Disneyland. I guess you could say that's going to be the most exposure to like I guess all cultures because like when I went to Epcot in Florida, like mariachi is like the centerpiece, not centerpiece, but it's one of the centerpieces of the Mexico region. So like there they have mariachi cobre. Like people over here just walking around not knowing that mariachi cobre, like world famous mariachis over here like playing, like they're just like, oh, like Mexicans. That's awesome, So like if we played, they would get the same reaction, like, oh wow, Mexicans, like
love the diversity,
right? But they don't understand like the lore of mariachi cobre, and how they're there, like uno que llega, like yo llegué and I was like, oh shit, like this is badass. Like, do you guys even know? Like watching everybody, like, because I think they were celebrating. It was Christmas, so that's the only thing I didn't like. When I went, it was like literally Christmas, so they played like Christmas rep. So I was like, no, pues échese como las abajeñas or something, like El Pecador, like just, I know you can do it, bro, like just do it. And then like Steve was like, no, it's because right now we just kind of have like our Christmas show, and I was like, wait, te pago, ¿cuánto quieres?
Cuánto la canción.
Ándale, cuánto la canción. I just took a couple of shots over in China, bro. Like, ando listo.
I drank some sake, bro.
See you, yeah, so I'm fucking loaded. I just went to Russia, bro. Like they be drinking, So, but yeah, it was cool. Like again, that like mariachi is going like a little mainstream in some aspects, So like when people ask us like, what is mariachi going to turn into, you know, in the next couple years, couple decades, it's like, well, to be honest, the more that we get expressed in those ways, like things like Coco and things like at Disneyland and just being put in like these centerpieces of places, that's how we continue. Because like with mariachi in Mexico, we're kind of losing it, you know, a little bit. So honestly, at this point, like we have to do things like that, like to kind of keep us going. Because like even to this day, like mariachi is still big in Mexico, but not.
Yeah.
We've talked about this. Like it's not as big as it used to.
It's not like the peak.
It's not at the peak, you know. But the good thing is, like Dia de los Muertos now, and the culture of Mexico and mariachi, like it's mainstream in America. And since we live here, and I'm like driving around, and I'm like, they see us, like oh, like the guys from Coco, like yeah. And there's like a little kid, and it's like a little kid named Tommy, you know, on the ground, like todo morrillo. And it's like, as long as he's not like Mexican, you know, like I'm like, what you say, kid? You know, fuck it, yeah,
like kick him.
Yeah, that's when I want that out. Yeah, but anyway, so it's feeling spooky a little bit. Maybe because tomorrow, when the temperature's supposed to go down, so I'm just waiting for that weather, man. I'm just waiting for that weather to come down, and because right now, like today, for example, it was 90 degrees, so it's 83
right now, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, I saw it. You know, what the fuck? 58.
No, there's no way it dropped down.
No, but it's gonna be 58.
Oh yeah, por eso digo that supposedly tomorrow is gonna drop down.
It's gonna be 62 tomorrow.
What the fuck?
What'd you say, bitch?
Yeah. It's like, I'll have you know that.
You think I'm lying?
Yeah. No, it's supposed to get a little bit chillier, which is kind of nice, you know. Living in Texas, like once you start getting like cooler weather, it feels like pretty nice.
Holy shit,
know?
va a ser frío mañana, plebes. Mañana, chaquetón. You know?
O sea, nah, pero ¿por qué no voy? Ahorita
it's like, ay, Fernando.
Shit.
If you don't know that video, man.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
So anyway, we don't really have a topic today, so we're just kind of freestyling it. We're just freeballing it today. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that's this whole podcast, man. Like,
it is, but you know, but sometimes like, you know, when you have a topic, you can stay on something. But I think, because look what we just did. We went from weather to Dia de los Muertos to the lore to Miguel to Disneyland. You know, it goes everywhere. You know, that's kind of what this is.
Anyways, así es el chisme, you know.
Why do Mexicans love chisme so much?
Son las novelas, bro. Bro, I swear, son las novelas.
I think, I don't know. I feel like our culture is just so used to like being able to discuss everything. We're very open about things. So like,
it could be like now we're gonna do sociology. It could be like for the most part, like Mexican families are very like nuclear. You know, like you always have like the parents and a bunch of kids. Sometimes in the same house, like your grandparents live with you. You know, and like and I think people are just so used to like talking about everything in front of everybody that it just feels so normal to like get your idea out or like be able to connect with someone. Like we see this in Arturo a lot. Like Arturo, we went to go eat. What was it on Saturday? Yeah, on Saturday we had played at misa, and then we went to go eat. And we went to like a packed restaurant. I mean, everything was gonna be packed. It was like brunch or
it was
it was still breakfast. It was breakfast, yeah.
Because it wasn't even noon yet.
Yeah,
that's like brunch hours.
And they sit us in this packed little table, and the table next to us is pretty close. And I was just like, I forgot what he said, but he immediately started talking to this guy and
oh, the El Güerito?
Yeah.
He started asking questions? Yeah. He was asking him about this restaurant. He's like, you been here before? He's like, yeah, we come here all the time. And then this white dude just started telling him all this lore about like how he doesn't live here. We'll be like, yeah, but when he comes here, he always shows up and stuff like that. And I was like, Like he was genuinely interested. Which I'm like, why are we so open like that? How do you do that?
And I think it's because of that. I think, you know, like, me, like when I was in Mexico, like I knew everybody in my neighborhood. Like I would go to like La Señora de Enfrente and she would give me like una manzana or something, you know. And I trusted this lady, bro. She could have just been like cyanide, you know. Like,
or she could have been like, was it Hansel and Gretel?
Oh yeah, the witch.
She was just feeding you to.
She could have just made me un caldito de niño, you know. Like she's just like estoy llorando, güey. She's just like that steak guy. She's just like.
Oh, the salt bay?
Yeah.
I wonder what happened to that guy.
I don't know.
I hope he's okay.
What?
I don't know.
¿Es tu amigo qué?
Es compa, güey.
Cheesesteaks de $600, güey.
Sí, güey. I would go, though. I mean, if it was paid for. I don't think I'd go on my own account, because of funds,
Yeah, but you know what I mean? I think
I
think we're
so.
just like a yapper culture.
I think that's very true because like me and my family, dude, like, and I think it's a mix of personality as well. Like, I feel like we're very open, like, because so like muchos güeros, you know how like it's like a meme, dude. It's like on TikTok and stuff like that, or like a kid will just be to the mom like, fucking bitch, like like they'll just say shit like that. They're just very disrespectful with us though. Like, I mean, as far as
I think it's a different thing. I think we're just more disciplined.
Yeah, I definitely think
like
that's
I've heard people like say that reminds me of like when I was a kid and we would see one of my mom's friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y hace cuenta, pues I grew up with my grandmother for a good while, and she believed in the old school, right? Like if I did something wrong, it was like no explanation. My grandma was very tall. She was very big, so like she was winning her hand alone could like break like the sound barrier, bro. Like tiene la mano pesada,
Yeah.
And so I was raised with
a heavy hand.
A heavy hand,
Yeah,
an iron fist,
true.
and so like I'll never forget this time I went to go see like one of my mom's friends, and this kid he got to be like 4 years younger than me, but he was talking back to his mom, bro, right? And he was like, I remember he told her like, I hate you, like te odio, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh la verga, like lo van a matar.
You flinched for him.
I was like, oh la verga. I couldn't believe like the disrespect, bro. And like his mom said something like, oh pues yo te quiero, and I was like,
like if you don't hit him, I will.
Yeah, bro, like you gonna take that, And I was like, what type of?
No, you're like, ooh.
Yeah.
We're some fucking instigators, bro.
Yeah, bro. So está cabrón.
Sí, güey. But I mean, that's the thing. Like, we're very easy to like yap to. Like, con el mariachi way. Like, I feel like that's kind of what makes this a little bit easier too. Like with this to mariachi. Like, I've gone to play with other groups. When I'm in my whore phase, I guess. I'm just like out here like fucking just giving it to anybody. It looks like I'm just like looking for work. But when I'm out there, obviously there's a different camaraderie. Like between más bien, like they all know each other. So when you're the one from the outside, like you get there and everybody's all cool. And like it feels like Michael Scott. Like they all laugh. You're like, like I love inside jokes. Like I would love to be part of one day. But it's different. Like with this group, because obviously like I guess you could say we've grown up. A lot of years like together. I guess you could say. Yeah. So now when we're all around each other, like I don't know if you noticed this, but now that the Mike is back too, like there's another level of camaraderie where he came back, right? Because like that portion was gone when he was gone. You know what I mean? Like where he was giving like jokes and like where we could just be like, no, the Mike and like right now lately, Paco's just been messing with him like a lot. Like
no, wait, no,
you gotta tell him that story, bro. Fuck. You gotta say that story.
It's because like
this
like
that same place we ate at.
I've also been like oh fuck, I think I recorded it too. But like I've also been messing with him because sometimes he'll say things. And I'll be like, hey, And he's like, no, like, hold up, like, because last week we had played at this party, and the guy kept giving us drinks, so he was like serving it up, and he was very nice. He asked me like, do you want another shot or like a drink? And I was like, humildemente, like I accept your offer, right? I'm like, please, nah, please, and like he filled it up, right?
Yeah.
And the mic was like, hey, like, el más llenito, And I was like, hey, like, and it's just funny because he's like, no, like, he doesn't want to offend anybody. He's like, no, I didn't mean it like that, like, el vaso más llenito. I'm like, nah, like.
Just trying to whoop his ass. So like, that's not right, no Mike.
And so, I guess to give context to this story, Paco has an infatuation for me. He's a little obsessed. And so I don't know, bro. I don't know. He's just She saw something, I guess, you know.
You saw something, all right.
And so like, fuck, how do I even say this? We're like,
You trying to get the words out is funny.
So we're walking to the van now from this restaurant, and as we're all walking, like, you know, as a crew, because we're all together, and as we're walking through the cars, the Mike was like, no, I was like, no, like tú primero, like he's telling me like you can walk first and we can go in a line.
Yeah.
And it threw me off too, because all I heard is like, it's like.
Oh my God.
He was like, all I heard was the mic like, oh la verga, mira, you know. And I just hear Paco. Paco was with us and he was behind the mic, and yeah, the mic says like, oh la verga, mira, and Paco's like, sí, mira, pinche culote. And it's like, and like the whole thing just made sense in my head, to where I was like, don't mic, you know, like I thought he was talking about that. And I looked back, and the man was like, no, it's que he was looking at the car we were passing by. He's like, es que está bien lisa, you know, like this tire is so worn out. No, like, no te creas, es que look at the tire, you know. And I just kept walking, and then Paco was like, me mame, you know, like he was so proud of that. He's like, bro. He was saying something like, I have so much wit, you know, like I'm so good at this or something. And the Mike the whole time was like, no, it's good. Look at the tire. Look, no tiene líneas.
I think he was just like embarrassed, like the Mike. It's because the way Paco made it sound is, he made it sound like we were looking at your ass. That's what it was. You know, he's like, oh, chiculote.
Yeah, bro.
You know how he is, you know? And the Mike's like, no. He's like, no. But it's so funny because he's like one of those older heads. So you can tell like some of this like terminology, like the gay terms, like kind of like, you know, he's like, no. Like, it's like, the Mike, I don't think any of us like suspect, you know, that you're homosexual. It's okay. You know?
have 5 kids, man. Like,
yeah.
You know?
If anything, like, you know, respect, you know? Yeah. So, like, it's just funny because he's an older head. So it's funny because, like, the way that we joke around with each other and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's different when you're an old head because I feel like we were just talking about this, like, being of a different generation, especially these charros, like, they think differently. So they.
Oh, yeah.
So since they think differently, like, they don't know we're joking around. So he's even like, you know, even like a little joke like that. He's like, no. I wasn't looking. I was like, we're just kidding, bro. Like, chill. He's like, no, pero, you know. And it's funny because like he's trying to explain himself. We're like, what's okay? It was a joke.
And you
okay?
can tell too, like he was fed up because even in the van we're like, no, bro. Mike's like, what? Like, like, nah.
Yeah, like you can tell, like he just he's like, could y'all please stop talking about this? Like he was genuinely embarrassed.
It's like, have a reputation, please.
Right. He's like, don't tell my wife. Don't tell my 5 kids.
But it just worked out so perfectly because I heard his expression and then Paco, and I was like, is the Mike in on it now, bro? Like, you know, like
yeah, you're thinking that the Mike se lleva, you know? But it's like, no. He's like, no. Oh yeah, it's just funny, man. But that's what I mean. Like, I guess like staying on that topic, like the whole camaraderie thing. Like, we had to spend all of Saturday. Like this, you mentioned this is like the old days where we were just like together all day.
Yeah.
Like, cause I think it started with Arturo the night before. We had a gig in Rowlett, which sounds like a Pokemon.
Rowlett.
Isn't it like Rowlett or something like that? Yeah.
If you don't know, bro, I don't.
That's some Growlith. It's like a dog or some shit. I don't know. Point is, we went all the way out there for this. Were they married?
Oh, it's a wedding. It looked like they officiated the wedding. Because if you look at the lake, because it was a big ass house, and they had a lake behind them. They had chairs, like, you know, like walking.
You think that they had one of those like casual weddings,
like a civil wedding?
It's like yeah. No, I meant like I've been seeing this trend lately where it's like you get married and you just don't put all this money into your wedding, like
you just hire like an
officiant.
Yeah.
Kind of, well, like I did too. You know, for my first wedding, and you just pay them like to come sign literally a paper. It's just saying that they're just saying that they were there and you guys are married because I married you. That's all it is, you know, but you're paying a fee for that, you know. And
how much do you pay, if I can ask?
To be honest, I think it was like $250.
No, for her?
But it's because she gives you like, I mean, you were there, right?
Yeah.
You were there. the whole wedding itself was like 15 minutes. Like when you get married civilly, for all of you guys that are gonna get married one day, essentially the civil wedding can take 5 minutes. It's literally just her like, okay, do you want to marry her? Yeah. Do you want to marry her? Yeah, him? Yes. Okay. Sign here. Sign here. Congratulations, you're married. Like that's literally all it is, right? But it was 15 minutes because I'm paying for her service of like. She also did like. I really should remember my wedding more, right? But the first one, but it was like it was in the backyard. It was in my parents' house, and she made it like where it was like she had a reading, talking
like
about
a little
love.
she had like a little speech.
Yeah, a little speech with love. We didn't even do vows. It was just more like repeat after me. But that was part of it. And then there was even like a thing about sand or something like that, or like a flower. This symbolizes this, and this symbolizes. And I was just like, wrap it up. I was like, estamos pagando por hora.
Tengo hambre, no.
Yeah. So she was just she made it like a little bit bigger, obviously, because it's But honestly, a civil wedding takes 5 minutes. So that's why whenever like I see people like putting all this effort into a civil wedding, I'm like, this could really just take 2 minutes at all,
How much did the church cost?
The church was that's a good question. The church one is harder. The church one is harder because you have to have prerequisites.
Okay.
Like you have to have your bautizo, you gotta have your confirmation, you gotta have your first communion. And if you don't have those rites, you can't get married. Right. So like that's why some people are like, oh damn, I gotta go to Lotrina, bro. Like you're like 40 years old going to Lotrina. Con todos los huerquillos. But luckily I had mine, so we were good. Yeah. But then we also had to do like classes, like sex classes and like how to mate classes.
You're like, not the belly button?
Yeah. I don't know what I was doing. Apparently we were supposed to do homework.
This whole time.
Yeah, so but there was a bunch of shit that we had to do. Not shit, sorry. I'm sorry. We had to do a bunch of stuff.
The Luis.
So I was like, the Luis. No, but there was a lot of like prerequisites. But then like I think we did pay. It had to be like $1,000, bro. Yeah, it costs money to get married. And I was like, you paying, does this, I'm writing the check like, does this go to Jesus or Jesus Christ? I'm like, who am I making this out to? G-O-D, but no, it was more because when I see like the weddings, like for example, like these guys, going back to the gig, back to the mariachi, it looked like they had gotten married maybe, right? Because they said, o se iban a casar. If they did get married there, they were wearing casual clothes. Because you can get married like anywhere. Like this one, like we played at that gig and it was just an hour and it was literally like just by the lake. That's all you have to do. Bring an officiant, write it down and that's it. Like you don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars like to get married technically. Right. It just kind of depends on your needs and wants. Like now looking back, the only reason I spent money on a big wedding was because I was trying to get fucked up, but it didn't work. Because I was for my big wedding, for my big wedding for the church wedding and everything. Obviously, is to get together as one with me and my wife. But then, like the other part is like we didn't have a big wedding the first time, so it was like make this one the big wedding.
Okay.
But looking at these guys, it looks like we played for maybe their wedding or whatever, and like now they just had like. Did you notice they didn't eat anything?
Yeah.
They're just sitting there.
They're just chilling.
Yeah, I was like, what's up with that?
I don't know, man.
I hasta tenía la esperanza que iban a decir, like, ¿quieren algo de comer? I'm like, all they had was the charcuterie board. Yeah. And, like, I was like, well, I don't want to go over there and pick at it. Yeah. That's the thing, I would have. But I'm not going to do it by myself. Like the crackers, I like making my little sandwiches and shit, so.
A little Lunchable.
Yeah. So we played an hour for them, But, sorry. So, going back to the main point. We played that 1 hour and Arturo was like, hey, wait. Mañana vamos a madrugar. ¿Qué dijo? La primera madrugada del año or something like that. Because it's like October. And he's like, this is the first time we're meeting early. I was like, ¿qué horas? He's like, I think we're meeting at 9 over here at this QT. I was like, 9? Like, what is this, school? Like, I have to wake up early. Like, my alarm, like, for that says Monday through Friday, I had to put, like, Saturday also. I was like, the fuck? Woke up that morning, and that was like the first time that we spent all day together. So, going back to the main point, like to have camaraderie, it works out on days like this because like we have to like essentially bear each other for the next.
How long were we? What? What'd you say?
Camaraderie.
No.
Bear with each other. Because like it's
I had a good time.
No. It's fine. It's fine. But I'm saying like
it's fine.
Imagine,
no.
Imagínate un grupo like where you didn't get along with everybody.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
so we spent. I was counting the hours. I was like, we got together at 9, and I didn't get home till 2:30 in the morning. So, and we didn't stop playing till almost 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
So that's 16 hours that we were together. That's a long time.
For like a minute to me.
No, there's no way because it was a long Saturday. Like this was just on Saturday, right? So like 16 hours where you have to be like with this group of people in a van that smells like the food from the last gig. You know, like ya es cuando llegamos y huele a tacos. I'm like, it smells like a taco's ass in here. What the fuck? But yeah, I mean, it was a good Saturday regardless. So like did you get tired? How were you?
I didn't feel it until like the next day.
Same.
You were feeling it like the last gig, no? Or the last two?
Well, have you noticed that in the van, like I'm kind of having trouble sitting now. So like I feel like I fidget a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
Because you know how like those seats are a little bit more upright, I guess you could say. So like I don't really sleep in the van anymore. I dozed out for like 10 minutes, but it's because we woke up early and we had a late night. I had a late night. So then the next morning, I think after the second misa, I think I took a little shot at, but it wasn't long. I just like actively said like, I'm gonna just close my eyes for 10 minutes. And that's what it was. I woke up and I was like, all right, I guess I'll be back on my phone. That's how you know it's a long Saturday too. Cause like my battery was dying. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I think mine too.
Phone?
Mine was like 100%.
I was like, I think by the time we got to like the 8 o'clock gig at PM or whatever, like yes, so tarde, and I was like, oh shit, I got like no battery left. So I had to like charge it like during one of the gigs, and it was like an hour, and I just left it in there, and that was enough to carry on the rest of the night. And then I think it was harder too because this week we had to start off with 2 misas. Yeah, and it was funny because did you notice that we didn't play for the reception of both of those weddings?
True. Yeah.
They just hired us for the misa. That's
like we just want the misa. Like we're not having a party. Like
yeah, because this is like the first time where like that has happened. I think 2 misas at the same church. Yeah, and then we didn't play for it. Like I wish we had stats like baseball. Like baseball has stats for everything. It's like this is the first pitcher to get 3 strikeouts and you know do this and this or whatever. Like we need stats. It's like longest consecutive day, longest consecutive hours without a break.
It's
you know,
it's like songs we didn't know.
Yeah. 0 days without incident, you know, shit like that. No, like, yeah, valió madre. I think it was funny too because do you remember messing up at church?
Me?
When we did la Alleluia and the priest was like,
oh yeah. I thought you were like pointing me out. I was like, I fucked up.
You do it all the time.
Who told you?
Nah, bro. I was a little embarrassed.
Yeah.
At the misa. So what happened was we Arturo goes up to do the reading from the Salmo.
Yeah.
Right? Like he goes up to the podium, which like it's funny because like he goes up to the podium, like he doesn't stay with us. So like he like walks over there all nonchalant. Then he gets to the table. Then he takes out his cellular device. Right? And like you would think it'd be like un libro. Because you know like El Padre always takes out like the big old book.
Bro, I thought that book was like the Bible.
What is it?
It's a script book.
What is that?
It tells them what to say.
Oh yeah, I figured that.
I didn't know that.
I just always thought it was a baller ass book because it had like the gold.
That's what I'm saying.
On the outside,
I thought
so
it had
wow.
like the word of God.
Yeah.
It just says like
read this.
Esto en este momento.
How do you know? You saw it?
Because I saw it from like Saturday one time.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know how we usually played like to the side of the church?
Oh, is it like ad libs?
What's that?
You know what ad libs is? It's like a story, but like you fill in the blanks.
Oh, probably, yeah.
So it's like Jesucristo, and you have to put like a verb. So like comió. he's like
Babyo.
Y bendició a todos sus, and you just put say like something that he's like camaradas.
Yeah, I was gonna say that like todos sus compas.
So it's just ad libs. Like the priest is just like freestyling the whole thing.
Yeah, because I imagine like this thing had paragraphs, you know?
Yeah.
No, it's just like it's like 5 lines.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Yeah.
And I guess it makes sense when he's like, because you see him like, you know, he's kind of like doing this, and he's like,
he's reading it.
It's like, I don't know, in my head never clicked.
You thought he was just freestyling that the whole time? No, he's not a rap. He's not Eminem, bro. He's not gonna be like, orange, door hinge, porridge. You know,
I just thought like, I mean, this is their whole life. You know, you would think they have it memorized.
That's true. See, los charros
I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying in my head that's what I thought. You know, like.
Yeah, like that's a good point. Si los charros se pueden aprender 50 canciones de Jose Alfredo, it's like a priest can memorize that paragraph.
I'm just saying, I don't mean no disrespect.
Yeah, bro, te que confesar, güey.
I'm not going to hell, bro. Like,
it's nice knowing you, bro. I'm gonna estar acá arriba, like, hey, güey.
I see what. No, but yeah, like
you didn't know.
I feel pretty dumb.
Yeah.
Because it's a huge book, man. Like,
I think it's a lot to like be a priest. I think. I feel
I'm sure, yeah.
Because it's you have to do a lot, and you have to do a lot of
sacrifice.
misas. Yeah, pues el sacrificio de that también. But like it's funny because like se turnearon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we went to that first church. The first misa, and it was at the same church, right? So it was like a set of priests and then el diácono, and we left. We had brunch, and then we came back. And then, like, eran otros. And I was like, oh, shit, like, yo me quiero turnear así, güey. You know? Go to one gig, llega otro, violista. He's like, where's Sammy? He's like, who's that? You know?
He's on break.
He's like, sorry, my name's Patricia.
He's at Chipotle right now.
Right? I'm on break.
Yeah.
I'm clocked out right now. Yeah.
No, yeah, like those. Fuck. I really am going to go to hell, man. But, like, the misas were the longest part for me.
Well, yeah, I mean, they are.
I
told the same thing to Zara. It's like, what makes that hard is that you have a lot of gaps in between when you're playing a misa, you know?
But I think for me, it's just, like, just sitting there.
Yeah.
For a long time. But yeah, me la sé, bro, honestly. Like, you know, like, we play these songs. The sermon is the same. Or, like, what is it? Like the verse they pick for like that moment. Because they either pick like the verse where they're like, you know, like the man and the woman, they're with each other's family, but when the time comes, the man leaves his family and takes his wife. Or they use like Las Bodas de Caná.
Yeah.
You know, like God's first miracle.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, skip forward, bro. Come on. Get out of here. And then
well, that's the thing too. But then the diácono will give like the inspiration speech. You know, like tienen que venir a misa. You know, every week. Luego tienen que, you know, quererse mucho. You know, and I'm like, I don't know if you know this, sir, but I'm also married, so I know all of these things. I'm like, ¿sabes qué? I go up there. I'm like, look here, motherfucker.
And like, I'm already going to help. But like, it's always funny watching the priest that takes it personal. And like they get like a little like homophobic.
Oh, we had that. We had that.
There's always like a priest here and there that's like, we're here today because God created man and a woman, and it should be men and women. You know, and
we're not even exaggerating. Like, there was a church in Oklahoma, right?
Yeah. No, in Madeo.
Madeo.
Yeah.
Well, that's Oklahoma. Wait.
Is it Oklahoma?
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah. It's in the border.
Yeah, bro. He's like made quinceañeras cry before. And we were just sitting there like.
Yeah.
This is the communion wine, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm just like.
Damn, bro. So far you're at the altar, you're like, qué mal pedo, güey. Yeah, it's because he's so like he was just I don't know extreme, I don't know if it's inconsiderate, but like he totally made it about a topic that he was like livid about.
Yeah,
you know,
him specifically.
And that quinceañera time, that was being sexist because he
was saying stuff
about like girls nowadays are not how they should be.
Yeah,
right. And then she's like, I think what triggered her or made her cry was like he has like like they don't have like fathers or something. And I think it was implied at some point that she didn't have a dad.
Yeah. Right?
And he was like, I think he said something like, where's your dad? And she's like started crying. And he's like, then he wrapped it up. Like after that, it was even more. He was just like, bueno, no el padre, vámonos. And then like he walked away and he didn't show up to a party. Usually he like some priests would show up to a party, you know, because it's like a community thing.
I think everybody was kind of like,
yeah, like it was a very awkward.
And then we have to be like, te ofrece. You know, so it's like vibe killer, you know, big time.
It was that moment was very awkward, but every time he just takes it like a different way.
Yeah.
You know,
Like it got to the point where like now when we see him, we're like, oh damn, we're in for a doozy, bro. I should bring popcorn next time because I'm like, what is he gonna say today?
I wonder if he's still there. Like,
I don't know. That day was
because you could see people that are like at the party. Like I think it was Paco. Paco was like, bro, they asked me like I guess he was like mingling, and he was like, they asked me like, hey, wait, like, what do you think of the father? You know, like
they asked him.
Yeah, like,
they asked Paco that.
They're like, ¿qué pensaste del padre, güey?
Yeah.
He's like, and he's like, se pasó de verga, ¿verdad? It's like, no, es un poquito, you know, like, cause yeah, like everybody in the audience was just like, yeah, did we all hear the same thing? You know, like,
I was like, we're all listening to this, right?
Yeah. And where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so like, I feel like I already know what's gonna happen, and it's like watching like a movie over again, you know. Like,
well, that's the thing too. Like, I understand where you're coming from, just because like before, like. When I didn't use my CPAP machine, like I would just be sitting there.
Oh yeah.
Y me dormía, dude. No me dormía with that, but like I was definitely falling. Like I'd just be sitting there and we're all listening to the sermon, and they're talking about love and stuff, or like for the quinceañera, they're talking about like adolescence. You know? So I'm just sitting there, like obviously, I don't know what it means to be a growing girl, you know. So none of this relates to me, you know. So I'm just sitting there, like
I'm a little uncomfortable.
Yeah. So I'm just sitting there, like. Like it was crazy as I would start snoring with my eyes open. Like I'm just like looking like dead at what's going on over there. I'm like how did that's some shit right there.
Man, y'all think it's kidding, man, but I had to like be like wake up, bro.
Because this dude's sitting next to me, so he's just like nudging me. And what's crazy is that like I was so tired that I would just be like, I don't care. It's just,
you're like, I'm awake. Right. I'm like, oh, que la chingada.
It's because my voice is deep, so like rebota. Ya ves que hay puro acoustics.
Oh, no más.
Los acoustics ahí tan con madres, you know. So it's like,
but the was like,
yeah, they're heavenly, bro, in there, you know. So rebota todo, you know? Hasta se oye al cielo, you know.
Let's do it.
But point is, to go back to the other main point, yeah, it's because on this one particularly, like Arturo went up. We're finally going back to this. So he goes up to do the salmo. And usually it's just you, me, and Paco that do like the little salmo with him and stuff. Accompaniment. So we're playing or whatever. But Arturo will sometimes tell us like, hey, like, echen aguas, porque aquí van a tocar aleluya right after.
Yeah.
You know, some priests have a second reading. And then that's the thing too, like a lot of mariachis don't know this when they go like to start doing misas. Like everything is up in the air. Like you have to know how a misa is coordinated and what could not happen, what could happen. You have to talk to the padre to be like, this is the song that we're gonna play. This is the song you're not gonna play or whatever. Like depending on the time of the year. Like there's a lot of factors that can go right or wrong. So point is, Arturo's like, hey, you guys pay attention because like a lo mejor va a ser pónganse pa tocar este aleluya in case I'm not back yet. So we're like, bet. So like he does his reading or whatever, and then Arturo went to, you know how they do the little bow, right? Well, I guess Boyo, our violin player, was just like, that's the signal, go, 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 you know? So we're just like, oh, he does this like his little director thing, right? He's like, oh, dos, and we all come in macizo way. Dun, dun, dun. And like this is the first time I saw a deacon, like I think it's el diácono or el padre, I don't remember which one, but he was legit like worried, like because I saw his face. I don't know if you saw his. No, he was just like,
yeah.
Shut up. I was like,
everybody flinched the same way, bro. Because el padre was trying to be like low key over it. He was like,
yeah.
and then Arturo was like mid bow, and he got back. He was like. No,
yeah, I saw Arturo's face too. He's like, cut it. He was about to throw his trumpet. He was like, cut it, God damn it. Yeah, so we cut it. It was very embarrassing, especially because, like I said, the acoustics in there like dum dum dum. So it's like you just see like the airwaves of the music waves all like diminish.
You couldn't even hear breathing, bro. It was just like an awkward silence. You know?
Yeah.
So. And then because. There were 3 readings. So, like, this lady there reading, and then Arturo went up, and apparently there was a third person.
Yeah.
Boyo said that he didn't see. That's why he was like, okay, you guys are done. Like, right? But then this guy, like, went up and did his part or whatever. And I could just hear like Arturo chewing him up, bro. Like,
I'm just standing there like, fuck, I'm gonna get in trouble. And like, he's just like lecturing Boyle.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
Yeah, bro. Like, I mean, I wasn't trying to eavesdrop, but I could just hear Arturo like, skip. And then what's funny too is that Boy is tall as hell, you know. He's like
he's tall, right?
He's like 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah.
And to like look at him getting chewed out by Arturo, who's like 5'5", bro. Like, it's
Arturo's like, te estoy diciendo, te estoy diciendo.
Arturo's like,
And Boyle's like,
yeah.
So, and it's funny too, because like, you're right. Like, I was just using my peripheral to see like him talking. And like, to me, because he moves his arms, it looks like when like in San Andreas, like when they talk, like the NPCs.
Oh yeah.
They're just like,
yeah.
So I'm just seeing all these like hand waving. I'm like, yeah, déjalo, Arturo. Yeah, we fucked up. I'm sorry. Shit. This is why you shouldn't leave. You know? Yeah, but it was just funny because that was the first time where I saw a deacon like scared. He's like, no. Fuck. Yeah, but
it's already happens, bro.
So we had that misa. We had another misa. Se turnearon, right? Another priest came up or whatever. We had a little bit of a gap, and we had the next one was the rain gig, right?
The rain gig, yeah.
The rain gig. I think the craziest thing, getting back on the topic of weddings, is that like so much planning goes into your wedding day. And my first wedding was a backyard wedding. It was like the hardest part we had to do is like I was like, fuck, I gotta buy some tents. You know, like
yeah.
I bought it on Amazon. You know, like it wasn't that hard.
Yeah.
Looking back, I remember being stressed because I was like, I have to get tents. I have to get chairs. I have to get like tables. You know, like that was the hardest thing I had to do. You know, and then when it came to like my big wedding, like it was like, where's it gonna be? What are they gonna eat? Who's coming to play?
Yeah.
Who's coming to play el baile? You know, it was just like a list. Like my wife is a psycho. She has a spreadsheet for everything. So like the spreadsheet was just like do.
Yeah.
And you could just hear like ching 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 ching.
Yeah.
Like each one was like a cost.
Yeah.
So I remember just going through the whole thing. I was like, this is a lot, like to go and plan all of this, right? So like this Saturday we played at a wedding, and when we showed up, we've been to this place before. And we've gone in, I guess.
Well, we've gone with this family pretty consistent.
Right. But we've gone to this specific campo, I guess you say rancho, you know? And this rancho has like an inside venue that just recently we played at, right?
Yeah.
And then it also has like this big open field that we've played at a couple times. And the only difference now is that we've always gone whenever there's like fair weather, like it's hot or like this was the first time all month that it rained, the amount of rain that it rained.
Yeah.
This Saturday, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when we got there, ya estaba como poquito chispeando and everything, and I was just like, hey, bro, I don't know if you know this, but like the meteorologist said that it's supposed to like rain, you know? After it was like, no pasa nada.
Well, that's the thing for me too. Like for me, when I look at my watch, it said like it wasn't gonna rain. Like it stopped raining.
It said no for you?
Yeah.
I knew because I watched my phone the night before. So I was like, va llover. So whenever they said that it was this wedding, I was like, okay. But then we showed up and it was this venue we played at before. I was like, oh, don't tell me it's out in the field. And then when he took that turn and we went towards the back, and it's literally like this field. Like it's got grass and stuff. But like,
yeah.
As soon as I saw like already, like there's a little bit of a hump to get into like the, I guess you could say parking lot area.
Yeah.
And it's just another open field. I was like, wait, aquí nos vamos a atascar. You know, we're gonna get stuck in the mud here, because you could just see that little hump was already like all ran through, like all the mud had already been kicked up. I was like, this is not good. So this wedding specifically was a 2-hour gig, and since we had to pull up like that, that's the other thing too. We had to bring all our equipo like into a field.
Yeah.
And like I thought los DJs, a bartender was setting up and everything. Like we got there very early because that's the thing. They wanted us to play from 4 to 6.
Right.
Like that's early. I don't know about you for a wedding. Like that's pretty early. I don't know who they expected to be there, you know, but it's from 4 to 6. So when we got there, DJ was still setting up. The bartender was still setting up. The people that were putting up the tables were still setting up. The chairs weren't even on there yet. So like all of this while already estaba como chispeando un poquito. And I'm just thinking like, this isn't good. this isn't a good situation. So then, not even like 10 minutes into our setup, it starts to pour rain. Like it starts to just fucking like in the movies, bro.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, I think it was Boyo that told me, like, dude, imagine all the planning that went into this. And I was like, yeah, I can't imagine. Like, so like the first thing I said was, that's one of the reasons I would never have an outside wedding. There's just too many factors. ¿Cuántas veces hemos ido a una tocada and it's like windy? And like all the decorations, the nice decorations that people put on the tables and everything, they're just like, fucking twister,
I think especially in Texas, like if you're going to plan something, I'm guessing this wedding was probably planned a year or years,
at least a year.
Yeah.
Typically, the planning of a wedding, like for us, took like a year.
Yeah.
To put together.
And I think knowing your state is imperative, because if Texas is crazy about something, it's weather. Like, I mean, you see October right now. If you're not from Texas, it's supposed to have been cooling down this month, and it's barely felt like that 3 days ago.
And it's just like hints of cold. Like it's not even like actual fall weather yet. Like
so you can't predict Texas. I don't know. There's other states that are more like consistent with their weather.
Like if you're like,
I know Texas is known for one day sunny, that night it's like tornado. Like you just
sorry.
yeah, bro.
Texas like, my bad, bro.
Yeah, especially with like the cuts they've made to like the weather system and programs. Like
it's gonna get crazy.
It's so unpredictable.
Yeah.
You're never gonna know. So I feel like if you were going for aesthetic and you didn't plan for like weather like this, that is kind of on you,
It kind of is.
Like we know these. Well, I don't know if we know like we didn't play at their mass, so I don't know.
No, we didn't.
I don't know what family was getting married, but we knew some of the family members there.
That were there.
Like we knew like we had played for them for last week.
Yeah, just last week. We saw all of them last week. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know if it was their family, but they were there, and I would say if you have. It's just safer to get a salon in Texas.
It really is.
Yeah. Or if you have a house big enough, use that, because all of this planning like went to shit. Like all the nice flowers they had were like soaked. All the tables and chairs, los manteles were soaked. Like it was like this. It looked like an apocalyptic picture. Of like this table que ya tenía like las copas, ya tenía los platos, ya tenía like las servilletas, and like all the cups were filled up with rainwater, and like everything was just gone to shit, and it just felt like the Titanic. It was just
for real, and we're like just playing there in the extreme weather, like. Ya que chingados, like because we had our stuff all set up, and our time, like I said, we got there on time.
Yeah,
we were supposed to start at 4. We started like a little bit after, because I mean at this point we're not gonna play in straight up raining water,
Yeah.
So like Arturo gave him a grace, he gave him a grace period of like a little bit to be like, okay, well, like, but we were here on time, and that's the thing, we have an agenda that we're going with. That agenda says we have to be out of here by this time to go make it to this gig, make it to that gig. So obviously we have to start on time.
Yeah.
Ya si llegamos tarde, pues ya es otro pedo. Like llegamos tarde. Us. Yeah, it's on us. But it was more that we got there, people were still setting up. They were going for the aesthetic, right? They're going for outside. It's like a whole thing, People like to get married outside for the look,
Yeah.
The pictures are gonna come out bomb, that's what they want, Pero it was rainy. And it happened to be the one Saturday where this was gonna happen. Like I said, it hadn't rained like pretty much all month.
Yeah.
If it did, like not like this, So it's just too many outside factors. So by the time we started, we played an hour, and I think La Jefecita came up to Arturo and she's like, "Hey, I don't know if you guys know, like, but you guys aren't playing for a lot of people." It's like we're like looking around like, "No me digas,"
If only like it might have been like the rain, right? They probably told them like, "Hey, like, you guys, it's raining. I don't know if you guys want to show up. Hold up."
Doubt it.
Hold up, bro.
Doubt it.
And or people themselves are like, it's raining, I'm not gonna be out there, let's just go to McDonald's real quick. Like,
let's go to King's.
Yeah, like, well, we'll get there when it's dry.
Yeah.
So like I understand why there were no people. What I like, sí, sí me enojó un poquito, you know. It was like the attitude they were having, you know.
Yeah.
Because they were, after that, yeah, she was like, it's because there's not a lot of people here. I don't know if you guys would rather switch the time from 4 to 6 to 6 to 8.
So 6 to 8.
Which is a long time, you know.
It's 2 hours in front of our original time.
Exactly, and because I think she even said like, can you just tell like your other events they're gonna be a little late? I'm like, a little late? You want us to push everything forward 2 hours, you know? And then she said like, well, I think this is it then, you know, like she's like, just play the 1 hour, which was, I'm sorry, like we know this family, but it was a little stupid. Like, because by the time that she was having this whole thing she took like Arturo to the side and they were like having the discussion. Mm-hmm. By the time she was having the discussion, people were already like pouring in. Mm-hmm. Like her family was getting there, and like a lot of people were like coming in. They were listening. They were asking for songs. Like there were people asking for songs, mm-hmm. right? And she was like, you know what, cut it. Like if you're gonna play 6 to 8, like I just want 1 hour. And it's like, wait, like. Now there's gonna be no entertainment for the people that are already here, mm-hmm. you know. And ¿sabes qué más me caga? No.
You sound like an event planner. Like you should. It's like no miras que toda la gente aquí está lista. You know, it's very true. Like by the time they cut us off, people were telling us like, "Oh, ya acabaron."
Exactly. Yeah.
And we're like, "Well, we just got cut." Yeah. You know, and that's bad too because again, like we plan our whole, well, not us, but like Arturo plans the whole day. You know, with an agenda for a reason, you know, because he says that by this time we're going to go to this gig, and then this gig, and this gig. Más bien because ellos want, you know what money you're going to make once you get there. You know, like, that's the whole point. He's already got it all figured out. So for you to, like, a client to be like, yeah, can't you just push it 2 hours? Like, 2 hours is a long time. Yeah. You know, like, we understand, like, 15 minutes, but that's pushing it, too, because we're just like, for what? Like, no nos conviene. Like, I think she wanted us to just hang out. She didn't even, I don't know if she said, like, ¿quieren comer? You know, like, I would have been like, what y'all got? You know? But, like, she just was saying, like, can't you just push it? Like, and, like, I think what I was telling you is, like, maybe after this, and she's going to, like, tell family, like, oh, pues, like, they, like, no se quisieron quedar, you know, they didn't want to wait till later. And then vamos a quedar más nosotros, because it looks like we wanted to leave, but that's not the case.
Like, what I imagined was that people were going to complain, because as we were leaving, they were like, where are you guys leaving?
Yeah,
you know, like,
apenas vamos llegando. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
So I can imagine people telling her, like, man, I can't believe, like, I missed it. Or, like, why they leave so early? Like, like we barely got here. It's, like, 5:30 or something. She's like, I don't know. You know?
Yeah, like, I don't know. Go talk to your boy over there, you know? Talk to your girl, you know? Yeah. But that's the thing. Like, we can only do so much. So it's like, hey, man. And that's the thing. As soon as we finished, like, we asked the DJ, like, what time were you guys supposed to start? And we're like, no, pues vamos a tocar a las 6. They said start at 6. Yeah. And I'm like, well, she had just told us if we could start at 6. So I'm like, the DJ, if anything, was like, chingón, and I didn't have to work, you know, and just over here chilling. He like disconnects his Bluetooth. Yeah. He's like, oh shit, chingón, I can use my phone again. But and then as soon as we finished, like, they had like a saxophone guy, like in the background. Like, I guess it was his time to shine now, you know? So he was just like,
he was like warming up, doing like his scales, you know? Yeah. And then she's like, Bass. He's like, but I still have another Bass, güey. Ese fue el mariachi, like, you know? Échame el cuello los Pérez, culo. Like,
put a saxophone. Yeah. It's funny because, like, he was playing a bunch of, like, contemporary hits, like Ed Sheeran and, like, you know, like those wedding songs. I was like, uno todo pedo, güey, like, mexicano llegando. Toca la que va. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know what it is, but toca la way. You know, that would be me, bro. Because I see a saxophone, that's what I want. You know? Chate el columpio, güey. I think he probably played it, yeah. Pero punto es de que we got cut off. Saxophone had got his chance to shine, you know. And then after that, I think we traveled. Where did we go?
We went to, like, back to Ponder, no?
Went to Ponder? For what?
Yeah.
For what?
I don't know if it was like that exact one.
The 4 to 6? No, we went to McKinney. Oh, was that one house?
We went to McKinney?
Sí, güey. You went to that house, that nice looking house. Era where they were having like the loteria party.
Oh, yeah, that was McKinney for real.
Sí, güey. And I think that was what I was telling you too. counting the other gig, I was like, I wonder what like clients are going to be like in the next couple of years, like in the next like decade, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Because like it's all these older cats, right? Now that are hiring us, like, you know, señores, señoras, and, you know, they're the ones getting us out here. Pero kind of like the gig that we just played, that they wanted us to move and making ridiculous requests. I'm like, I think Arturo es que ellos no saben, güey. No saben cómo es la cosa. No saben qué es el rollo, you know?
Yeah.
And in the future, we're going to get a lot of gigs off of people maybe all our age, you know? Now, they're like, I think you were making the comparison of like in a couple of years, they're going to be like, yeah, I just got mariachis because like my parents used to get them all the time.
Yeah.
You know, es cuando llegamos y no se
Like
saben.
for the nostalgia and shit.
Yeah. But then we get there and it's like they don't know any music because, I mean, this is just like their parents' music.
Yeah.
You know, so ahorita nomás están preguntando por canciones que, like, especially at that McKinney gig that we went to, like, they didn't have any rep. You know, like, you could tell. Like,
it was just like, me gusta mucho Vicente Fernández. And they're like, all right, pues, ¿cuál te gusta de él? He's like, pues sus canciones, you know, like.
Sí, pues,
like,
una de Vicente, you know, like, como la de tatuajes. I'm like, okay,
bro, she said that.
Well, what's we ended up playing? That's what she requested, like, stuff de Vicente. We played tatuajes. We played canciones de Pepe Aguilar, you know, de Jose Alfredo. So I'm like, but I guess he made covers of them. I don't know. But point is, like, she wasn't asking for canciones de Vicente, you know. So in a couple years, I see that happening too, where it's like they don't know rep, because we already see that now, you know.
Yeah.
But now, like, these younger cats are gonna start giving us gigs, and a lot of them aren't gonna know what to ask for, because we already get the standards, like Mujeres Divinas, you know, Son de la Negra, which is a standard, right? But like all these songs that we play like continuously, like Entre Nos, Hermoso Cariño.
After that, it's like a moment of silence. Like after that, they're like, "¿Cuál quieren?" They're like, "There's more songs," you know?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Like once you ask for Volver, it's like, fuck, ya no me sé ninguna, you know. So eventually that might be the case, because when we played at this house in McKinney, like it was an hour gig. It was in the kitchen, and we were just playing for like this. All these people that were dressed like loteria, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But las canciones eran todas básicas, you know. So those are the hours that for me, like, especially after like being up this long by this point, you know, and we only played like 3 hours technically.
Yeah.
We still had another 3 to go to or whatever. So I'm just kind of like, oh, okay, let's just get through this one, you know.
Yeah.
And then we went to a costume party birthday in Prosper. Yeah, and then that one was okay. Oh, the DJ, the phaser shit.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. We played at this. Like I said, it was like this little saloncito that we've been at before too, and
it was like somebody's birthday party, like this lady's birthday party.
A lady, right?
And I guess she wanted her party to be like a costume, like a Halloween night
type party. Yeah.
So a lot of people were like dressed up, and. Yeah, like her man, her husband.
It was the husband that came up.
He came up to me. He's like, "Can you hook up like the DJ's bocinas?
Yeah,
like pa que suene." I'm like, this is. I mean, it's un salon, but it's just pretty like chiquito, you know. And I was like, this guy wants to feel like the bass in his bones, bro. Like he just wants to resonate. Like it's just like it's fucking.
The DJ had like these big, like they are big, right? Because like when you're a DJ, pues estás tocando the party, you know. So you have to be like the one that essentially shakes the whole place. You know? So he's got like these big bass speakers on the bottom. You know, he's got bigger speakers than ours. It's like our speaker and his speaker is like you versus the guy she tells you not to worry about, you know. So like the guy,
because he's meant to like stay at one party, right? So like it's easy for him to just carry these biggest bocinas, leave him there for like the 12 hours that you play, and then for us we go from party to party. So like we need something more mobile. Yeah. And I feel so bad for this guy, man, because because I told him like. You don't think the DJ's gonna mind? And he's like, oh, él es mi amigo, like, no pasa nada, you know. and I think Arturo told him like, well, find the cable to like connect everything together, right? Yeah. And we connected it, and we started playing, and it sounded like shit because he had like, it had like a big ass echo, and like.
No, dude, he had a phaser like filter to the voice. It's because if you've ever been to a party, like a quinceañera or whatever, and that has a DJ, he's emceeing. Yeah. So the whole time he's like, aquí estamos por la fiesta de Rubí, Felicidades a Rubí, you know,
Yeah.
Montan los de Durango, you know, and stuff like that. So they're just saying that shit. But when they do that, obviously they're gonna add all these filters to their voice to make them sound like the biggest motherfucker in the room, you know.
Yeah.
So the thing was is that when he connected, I knew it was gonna happen when he was like Arturo gave him the cable, and I thought he was gonna connect it straight to a speaker, like just to make the speakers like louder. But what he did is the DJ put it on his consola, on his console. And when he did that, pues anything that feeds to the console has all the filters, all that shit. I think, and it was on the worst song, like to put all of those effects, because like as soon as he plugged it in, it was like we're playing Amor Eterno, right? And since we were playing that song, it's like da na 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 na. So it was all nice and pretty in the beginning. That's when I saw him go and connected to the phaser. Yeah. So then all of a sudden the violins went like from da na, they went into like imagine an accordion, like it just had all these filters on top of them. And then when our violinist started to sing, like obviously her voice is like a girl voice, but then she sounded like Minnie Mouse. It was like it had that, it had reverb, it had a echo, it had delay. So it's like
and we look back like, bro, fix this shit, you know? And we look back, way you still tenía pinche, like he had a whole spoonful of like whatever,
like gelatina or some shit.
Bro, he was just like eating his. The way we made eye contact, bro, because it's like, it sounds good. And then he was like, because he's just like, we look at him like, fix this shit, bro.
Dude, because I don't know if he just like, he was behind the speakers, right? So maybe he couldn't hear. But like, it was very noticeable. Like, we're all playing. Like, my vihuela was like, you know, sounded like I was getting electrocuted. And then like, we're all looking back like, sir, you know, I made the same eye contact with the DJ. Because he was just sitting there, bro. He was like, he was chilling. He was just like. And then he was like me? Oh. Shit. And then you see him like go to the consola and it was so like
he's like, I like it.
Yeah. No, it sounded so bad because he didn't even finish like remixing it when we finished Amor Eterno. Like we finished it and it sounded like all fucking it was like Amor Eterno 3000. You know, like it was all sci-fi. And then we finished it. And then like I guess like he heard us fucking around because I was like playing with the vihuela. I was like, because I was doing one strum, right? I'd be like, and it was like, right? And I was like, right? I was just doing like redobles and shit, and I was all having fun. And then I guess he's like, all right, that's enough of that. He just fucking cuts everything, and I was just like, oh, I'm sorry, you know. So it was just funny because like you're right, like the dad that came, or not the dad, the husband was like, no, pues es mi amigo, he'll do it, you know. It's like he probably just was like, all right, I'll just. You know, connect it, but it was not a good idea. It's the first time I heard of futuristic mariachi. You know, felt like I was like in space or some shit. It's like, you know,
I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it was some shit. And then, so we got the fuck out of there, and then we went to the last gig, which was it was funny because it was like 10 minutes from my house. It was like super close.
Bro, it was across my house.
Yeah, no. Yours is still más para allá. Mine is like right here, like not even 10 minutes away. Estoy diciendo.
No.
Yeah.
Because mine's across 35.
What do you mean? No, but that's what I'm saying. Like you're all right, we're both close. That's what I'm saying. Like it was close to there, so I was like, okay, pues chingón, you know? And it was at it was like a Catholic center, but like for Asians. I don't know. Because it had like the letters, you know? So I don't know if it was Korean Jesus or I don't know who it was, but
I don't know, but I did a quinceañera there.
Yeah, you were telling me that. Yeah, because we got there like we were like the last thing in the party too. Like you could hear that the party was bumping, like the DJ was going. We showed up and there was a cop outside already, and I was like, "Fuck."
Did he sound like under the influence to you?
No, he just sounded a little more like. I don't think it was that. I think it was more like, are you guys seriously getting here right now? Like, because Arturo, happy-go-lucky, pulls up to the cop and he's like, we're just going to play an hour real quick right here. Like, can I park right here? And he was like, I'm shutting it down at 12:30. I don't know if you heard that. Yeah. And Arturo was like, well, we're just going to play an hour. And like, mind you, it's 11:50. Yeah, so that means that we would finish at 12:50, you know? So Arturo was like, no, we're just going to play an hour.
He's like, I don't think you know math, buddy. But
Yeah. Because at 12:30 on the dot, after we were playing and everything, like he did walk in. He was like that nightclub owner. He was like turning on all the lights. He was like, sálganse, cabrones. You know, he was just turning everything on. We're just over here playing like Pablo Navido. Everybody's dancing and like los trabajadores también. Like they were all fucking taking everything down and shit. I was like, shit, like they really, we're still playing, you know? I was like,
they're like, give me the shit, you
know? Yeah, and that's the thing too. So like when you said like, oh, I played a quinceañera here, or like I did a quinceañera here, I was like, oh shit, we used to do that, huh? Like when we were kids, we used to go to a quinceañera and be part of it.
I was a chambelán, bro. I was like,
you still remember? Like, was it someone from school?
Yeah.
Like oh, okay, that's cool.
You were a chambelán?
Yeah, I was a chambelán 2 times for my sisters. Oh, I was a chambelán 3 times.
Me too, I think.
Sí. Muy bien solicitado. I had to reject some.
You're like, nah, my mom didn't let me.
Yeah, my mom dijo que she doesn't want to buy that punk ass suit. Yeah, because ya ves que siempre eran rentados. Yeah, you had to rent. Like for my sisters, it was like a super hot pink vest.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, for another one, I did keep that stuff because it was like tipo norteño. Like it was just like a vest and like a blue shirt and pants like Levi's. And boots, and then another time, I think I wore blue. It was also like a blue vest, or like a blue tuxedo. I didn't like that shit though because it was never fitting right.
Yeah,
like I look like a penguin. I look like the penguin, bro, from fucking Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was never my vibe. Yeah.
Okay.
But by the time we finished that, well, yeah, get on 12:50, 1. By the time we got to the cars, it was like 1:30. By the time I get to my house, it was like 2:30 in the morning. It was late. You know?
Cambiamos?
No, yeah. But I mean, it was a long time and it was very tiring. You know, like I said, like in the van, I noticed that I'm just more fidgety, moving around and stuff. So I'm like, damn, am I just getting old or is my parts? You know, I don't know what it is. I'm over there like trying to pop them and stuff, just like going, you know, but it doesn't work.
They just have a lot.
A lot of what?
Like a lot going on.
Oh yeah, definitely. But
pues sí que no, güey. Like
right, just tell everybody no. Like, sorry, es que soy muy bien solicitado.
Yeah.
¿Qué quieres que haga?
I'm busy.
Yeah.
With Korean shit.
Yeah.
Hey, yum some cook.
Yeah. But the good thing is that we had a very eventful weekend and it was tiring, but ahí le dimos con todo, you know, y ready to do it all over again. A webs.
So we're gonna do a group chat now.
Group chat. You mean Charro chat?
Charro chat. My bad.
Oh fuck! The fucking dumbass Mariners are gonna win. I mean, they're gonna lose.
Told you, bro.
I hate it here. Oh well. All right, so we're gonna do Charro chat real quick. We don't have that many, so we'll just go pretty quick. This one says Semi said his feet hurt in botines. You should wear compression socks during gigs, bro. That's the thing, though. I don't want to wear socks that are gonna cut off more of my circulation. Do your feet swell after playing?
No,
mine do.
But I think that's the idea. Like it's meant to like push blood back up to your, so they don't swell.
Mine swell now, like
yeah.
After like playing all day, obviously, and then like sitting there in the van, getting up, playing. So like I'll get home, and one of my favorite feelings is like taking off my socks.
Yeah. Because
like, I'll take off my boots and obviously they hurt, so I'll take them off. But then when I take off my sock, bro, it looks like a sausage. Cause like you know how a sausage like it's got like the round part and it goes in, and then the other round part, right? So it's like that, but like my leg. Kiwi.
I got a tortilla. You're just like.
Nah, dude, it's just
it's because that's the idea of compression socks. Because it's easy.
I've never worn them, so
it's easy for like blood and fluid to like sit. So the whole idea of compression socks is que no lo deja, so the compression like sends them back. Because you know gravity, right?
I've tried putting soles, like insoles, into my botines too. You know?
Well, it's because that's for comfort, but it's the problem is that we're standing too long.
Okay.
And that's the idea of like if you're standing too long, your circulation back depends on your movement. I don't know if you know that.
Nope.
Like your heart controls your arteries, right? Mm-hmm. Which is what sends blood out.
Okay.
Right? But on their way back, a lot of the work that sends them back is like your muscles like contracting. Right? And so like if you have something that comes down, it struggles to come back up because of gravity. And so you have compression socks. It compresses it. Haz de cuenta, it squeezes them.
You think I should try it then?
You could try it,
maybe. Because that's what I feel now. I do
Mm-hmm.
feel like my socks right now, after a long time, like they just make my shit. I don't know. You know, like they you can feel the bump because they swell. You know. So I could try it.
You could try it.
Try it.
I mean, the real problem is that we just haven't worked this long.
Yeah.
In a long time.
Like last week too, like the 16 hours. You
Yeah.
know, like plus this, you know, it's just like consistently happening. So
yeah,
maybe.
So that's the real problem, right? But you can give him a try.
Yeah, we'll try it.
What's name?
Capel. This person says, assuming the instrument plays and sounds great, do you have strong opinions about looks? Oh, that's a good question.
As long as it doesn't have duct tape.
Mm-hmm. I don't,
because I think fuck, mine's feeling pretty beat up. That's because I've had it for so long.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. I think yours has been in your possession now and since you use it every weekend, it's like it gets worn out more than, I guess you could say, a regular bass, you know?
Yeah, so like it doesn't look like ugly, you know? It has its like, what's it called? Like it's aging.
Yeah.
But I think I have seen some guitarrones where like it'll have like duct tape.
Yeah,
or like some type of like un clavo or something, you know. Yeah. It's like that does look like maybe you don't have how do I explain this? Like like you don't. It's not like a quality instrument, you could say, right? Mm-hmm. So there is something that I would look for aesthetic, but like. I don't think it's the tell-all. Like, it's not. If it sounds good, I think you could play it. Okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. It used to be like that. I used to like them like super like beat up. You remember that?
I used to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's mostly because that vihuela. I mean, that vihuela like is pretty beat up because Pepe really broke through that shit. You know. But then later on, like My vihuelas aren't perfect either, but I do take care of them. I think that's what you're looking for. Like, even though yours is beat up, like it's taken care of. Like, hopefully, you know. But I take care of them. I give it lately. No, I haven't given them their monthly maintenance because I didn't have any strings. But usually, like I don't take the whole thing apart, but I take off all the strings. I clean the whole thing. I make sure that it's in tip top shape, because if not, it's not gonna sound good either. Yeah. It's not gonna look good. So. I don't need it to be perfect. Like, all I buy is used vihuelas anyway.
You can't help it. Like it'll have some damage because they're exposed. I stopped. I didn't stop taking care of it, but I'm saying like people are gonna, especially with me having a big instrument, like people are always gonna bump into it. Yeah. And I think I just like, ya me resigné, you know. I'm just like, I just hear like I just hear like a tune, and they're like, I'm sorry. I'm like, nah, pues animado, you know, like it's gonna happen. But if you can prevent it, or you know, like try to do some precautionary measures, it doesn't hurt. But I would say that maybe because I have one instrument, it just takes every like beating, right? I think you're able to like disperse that through like four. ¿Cuántos tienes ya? 3 o 4.
Vihuelas?
Yeah.
From the ones I use, 5.
God damn. Okay, well, you're able to disperse like that beating in 5 vihuelas, right?
Right.
And like my poor guitarron is just like another week, bro. Like, you know, like,
and then like it's multiple times a week, you know. Yeah. So that's the biggest difference. Yeah. So yeah, that's true. Like I get to mine is like this. I don't use like one a weekend. I like typically like trade it around. And it's also for feel, you know. Yeah. But I don't particularly care. Yeah, like I've bought so many at this point that it like if it looks okay, I'll buy it. It's more for the sound for me, and just take care of it. Like once you have it, like once it's yours, take care of it. Yeah. Just be happy you're the next in line. You know? Yeah. What do you guys think about the taquero that didn't want to feed the músicos?
What's that about?
I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe
you
there's a
should
video
have.
out there. You
Maybe
know.
you should have like had like a link in there. You know, like
Yeah. Well, I can see what that would look like though. I guess llegas de mariachi and they're like cinco de pastor or whatever, and they're like ni mergas. You know. So I mean, I think as a taquero, it doesn't fucking matter. You're getting paid regardless,
yeah,
right?
you're not getting paid for taco, right?
Yeah.
You're getting paid like for your time there, right? I don't know.
Yeah, that's how like
that's how I'm guessing it goes.
when I've hired a taquero before, it's like you're paying them to be there. If the food runs out, pues it runs out. But a good taquero like the one I had is like anything I have left over, like you already paid for, so you keep it. So like the next day, or my recalentada for my wedding, like at my house, I just had like platterfuls of carne and shit.
Yeah.
And like since a lot of people were all like, man, those tacos were really good last night. That was a badass place and quinceañera. And I was like, oh, well, we have a lot of meat left over. They're like, you have meat left over? And then they went over there. They went in sideways. They did what you did with the tortilla, just like, you know?
yeah.
So again, like most taqueros are getting paid for the event, not necessarily per taco or anything like that. So I will say though, like I still feel weird when a client doesn't say like, oh, quieren comer? You know, like if they don't say that, okay, then I'm not gonna like push it or go looking for anything. Pero if they say quieren comer o lo que sea, vayan a agarrar comida lo que sea. So I'm like, bet I'm at my house right now, shit, fucking, you know. So if it's not that though, I keep my distance for that reason. Like it's so if I don't know what happened in this video, if this is a video or what, but like if the taquero is just adamantly saying like no to the mariachis, that's a little rude.
Yeah,
because it's like. Maybe they asked for permission. Maybe they had even said like, "Hey, vayan a comer," and if this guy's just being like stingy about it, because that's another thing. You don't know if the taquero's like, "Hey, man, I want some tacos too." He's just like the plate, the platter. He's just like, nobody's looking. He's like, shit, yeah. De ahí ya chingamos, you know.
Yeah.
Al cabo que son gratis, you know, for him. But yeah, that's like my rule. I guess you could say like if a client like offers food, then it's like free game. You know, but if they don't, like I sit back and wait for that. And if they don't, pues ni modo.
That's fair, yeah.
Vamos a la QT. Agarrar un snacky. Are we removing botonadura for dry cleaning? They keep breaking mine. I have never taken my suit to get dry cleaned. I've never done it. I think it's because I've also heard people say that like it fades their traje, it fades colors and shit like that. Yo por eso, for that reason, I never did it. And honestly, I don't get anything dry cleaned. So like, I don't even know how it works.
I used to take them. It's just, I think they just pass it through like chemicals. That's why they say it's better because it's not like una lavadora que like
it's like fidgeting it all around and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean they can still break.
Yeah.
I don't know the whole process.
All I say is I've told my students, I've told me like I wash them in the wash. I've never had an issue. I think it is hard if it's botonadora, but you just put it inside out. Yeah. And I've never had an issue breaking. And then just replace it. You know, just toss. You know, that's it. You know. But yeah, I've never had a problem putting it in the wash. As long as you wash it by itself, I think it'll be all right. But cada quien. Funniest drunk client stories. I think we've done episodes on this before already, but I mean, it's just a normal thing. Any gig that you go to, people are probably going to be drinking. So, I mean, you see it all the time. I guess the most recent one that I can think of right off the spot was the one on the vlog. El gordito que se cayó, güey. Or más bien, he was just outside.
Yeah.
Wait, we walked out and there's just like a body on the ground. Yeah. We're like, is he good, bro? Because we couldn't tell. Like, because he was just laying there. I don't even think he was snoring. He was just like on the ground. Yeah. And we're just like, bro, you good? Like, somebody poke him, bro.
Yeah, and then somebody like came on there like, oh, he does it all the time. Like, he's
yeah.
fine. You know,
we're just like, oh, okay.
But el vato estaba todo like, yeah, like, ladeado.
Bro. Yeah.
And like, estaba miado. And,
sí, güey, miado también.
And I remember like, it was fucking like Good Samaritan law, you know, like you just have to help out because like, you saw the incident. But it's because you guys left, and I was just there with my pesos, like, and then like the client was like, no, pues ayúdame a ponerlo contra el árbol, you know, and I'm like, fuck,
me, like, it's a big dude,
yeah, he looked like. Nah, it's fucked up. But yeah, he was just like against the tree, he was just like todo dormido. He's like, wake up, like.
I think that would be the worst time to wake up, like when you're just like fucked up. And you just wake up like
you're partying like all night, and then you're like, "What's the sun at?"
Yeah. And then one more question. It says Sammy y el Miata question mark. Lo vender. I think it's
You've
time
been
to
saying that for years.
wait. No, I think so. I just I haven't done it yet, right? But no hay tiempo, right? But I think, I mean, I haven't driven it as much as I wanted to. It's an older car. Todavía jala con madre y todo. It's just I don't know.
Loud as hell.
Yeah, it's a little loud. It's because a teenager put a big old muffler in there. So, but I think I'll end up selling it. It's a good car. It's fun as hell to drive. Victor was there when I first was learning to drive it.
Yeah.
That was a bitch.
She was scary.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing yet. But I mean, that's why I bought it. I bought it so that I could learn how to drive, manual transmission. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. And I think now it's time to let someone else enjoy it.
Are you going to buy another car?
I want to. Yeah, pero ya que lo haya. But.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, pues.
All right, well, thank you guys.
Yeah, that's it.
For watching. We appreciate you for coming. No. For listening and watching. Share with your parents. Share with your friends. Like and subscribe. Póngale un comment. That helps too, right?
Comments, shares, all that stuff, all that good jazz.
Send this to your friends. Be like, check this part out. And send proof, and you'll get un besito de Sammy.
A huevo.
And thank you guys for watching. Anything you're going to say, Sammy?
No, just pretty much what he said. Keep doing it. Keep coming back. And hopefully we can keep making episodes.
You heard the man. Have a good night.
All right. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. And trabajen mucho, charros. Mucho cuidado.
Shut up, bro. Was Paco here? What the fuck? He's like,